Hey kids, welcome to Kidzlife Online. My name is James and I'm so excited that you're joining us today. And grown-ups, before you leave, remember you can connect with the wider New Life Online community by heading to church.nu/online. We can't wait to hear from you and connect with you. And kids, make sure you subscribe because we're going to have so much fun today. We're going to watch a Bible story, learn our memory verse, and catch up with our scuppet friend, Winston. And our big idea for today is, I can have faith that God can do big things. That's right. Faith means we can believe in God even though we can't see Him with our eyes. Today, we are learning about a kid named David, and we're going to see how he had faith in God, even though he was young. Let's check it out.
Slapstick Theater, David and Goliath. This is David.
Hey!
David was a shepherd who lived in Bethlehem. David was chosen by God to be the next king of Israel when he was just a boy. But David had to wait a very long time until that promise would come true, because there was another king of Israel named Saul. Saul led the armies of Israel. One day, King Saul was with his army near the Valley of Elah. On the other side of this valley, the Philistines, the enemies of Israel, gathered their army ready to fight. The Philistines had a giant warrior named Goliath who challenged the Israelites.
Hey!
Goliath spoke badly of God and his people. He shouted and taunted them, saying, "Choose one man to come down here and fight me." The Israelites and King Saul were very afraid. Meanwhile, David's father sent David to bring some food to his brothers and their captain. Goliath came out of the Philistines' army, and David heard him shout his usual mean taunts to the army of Israel.
Whoa, what?
As soon as the Israelites saw Goliath, they began to run away in fright.
See ya!
David asked, "Who is this Philistine anyway, that he has allowed to defy the armies of the living God?" David's questions were reported to King Saul, and the king sent for him.
Hi!
David said, "Don't worry about this Philistine. I'll go fight him." Saul said, "There's no way you can fight him and win. You're only a boy."
Wait!
But David told Saul that he had taken care of his father's sheep and rescued them from lions and bears. Then David declared, "The Lord who rescued me from the claws of the lion and bear will rescue me from this Philistine." So Saul said, "All right, go ahead and may the Lord be with you." David picked up 5 smooth stones from a stream. Then, armed only with his shepherd's staff and sling, he started across the valley to fight Goliath. When Goliath saw him coming, he sneered at him and yelled bad things at David. But David said, "You come to me with a sword, spear, and javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of Heaven's armies." Goliath moved closer to attack, and David quickly ran out to meet him. He hurled a stone from his sling and hit Goliath in the forehead. The stone sank in, and Goliath stumbled and fell to the ground. So David triumphed over the Philistine with only a sling and a stone, for he had no sword. But he knew the power of God and trusted God to win the battle against the giant.
Wow, did you see how big Goliath was? Could you show me with your hands how big you think he was? Whoa, he was so big! Goliath was a very big man and David was a small kid, but David had big faith in a big God. David remembered all the things that God had helped him with before and knew that God would help him win. He believed that God would help him win against Goliath. And there's another part in the Bible that encourages us around being young and still doing amazing things. It's from 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. And it's our memory verse this month. It says, "Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, in your faith, and your purity." That Bible verse tells us that young people, meaning kids like you, can make a big difference. God is big and you can have faith in Him to do big things. So let's learn this memory verse together by singing and dancing.
This song is 1 Timothy 4:12. We're going to start by clapping like this. Now, when we sing out this verse, I want you to use your voice to sing as loud as you can so you can remember these words that God is speaking to you. Let's sing Don't Let. Here we go.
Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young.
Sing Be an Example.
Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your life.
Sing out your faith
Your faith
and your purity.
and your purity.
All right, let's get jumping and clapping. We're going to sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Let's jump and clap. All right, sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Let's sing.
Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young.
Sing Be an Example.
Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith
And your purity.
and your purity.
All right, you ready to clap? Let's sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Good job. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit louder. Sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
All right, can you guys get even louder? Sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
All right, last time as loud as you can. Sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Great job, friends. I'm so happy that God says even people who are young can do big things. I'm having so much fun learning about these kids in the Bible with you. So let's learn more about our Bible story and big idea with our friend Winston. Let's see what's happening in Scupperton today.
Hello, everyone! I'm Winston!
And I'm Denisha.
Welcome to Winston's Kid Stuff Review Show! This is a show where I, Winston, review things that we all think are really awesome. It's all kid stuff, no grown-up stuff here. Woohoo! I'll rate these things on my sticker scale.
Yeah, and today we have a really, really big game to review.
Oh, yes we do. Today's game is called Tumbling Giant.
We actually made up this game because we heard about the story of how David defeated Goliath with a slingshot.
Whoa! And I thought it was so cool that I wanted to pretend to be like David and knock out the giant Goliath too! Did you know that David was a little kid like you and me? But he stood up to a big giant Goliath and won!
It's true, David was a very brave kid. He had seen God do big things, like helping David defeat bears and lions.
Whoa!
I know, cool, right? So because of that, David had faith that God could do big things again.
Wait, what's faith?
Well, to have faith like David did means we believe in God even though we can't see him with our eyes.
Oh, what are things we can believe about God?
We can believe that God is real and that he is here with us.
Oh, I believe that. I also believe that God loves me.
Yes, he does. God used David to do big things, and he can use us to do big things too. That's why our big idea today is, I can have faith that God can do big things.
So awesome! Now, let's do a big thing together right now and test out our game. I have just the friend to do it.
All right, let's go.
Woohoo!
Hi, this is my friend Malachi.
Hi.
Are you ready to play Tumbling Giant?
Yeah.
Okay, your job is to knock down Goliath completely. David had 5 stones in a slingshot. You're gonna have 5 balls in a slingshot. Think you can do it?
Yeah.
Let's cheer him on. All right, let's go, Malachi. 3, 2, 1, go! Nice job. That was awesome. Now I'm gonna go back to Winston and get a rating on his sticker scale. But how many stickers would you give this game?
5 Hulk stickers.
5 Hulk stickers. Okay, I gotta go back and tell Winston. Winston, that was so awesome. Malachi totally knocked down Goliath just like David.
That's so cool! So, let's rate it!
Okay, for me, I think that it was an awesome game.
Yeah, it had all the things I like. It was big. Oh, and we could knock things down. And we even got to use a totally awesome slingshot.
That's true. And I like that it reminded us of the story of David and Goliath.
But how many stickers?
Well, our friend Malachi said to give it 5 Hulk stickers.
That's perfect. I give Tumbling Giant 5 Hulk stickers. Wow! Awesome!
Friends, today we had so much fun and I love talking to you about our big game with you. Just remember our big idea. You can have faith that God can do big things.
That's right. We learned about David's story from the Bible. God can do really big things with you and me too. Isn't that so cool?
It is. I'm so excited to see what big things God does with you all. God loves you so much.
Oh, and so do we.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was such a fun way to knock down a giant. That was not as scary as the real giant Goliath that David had to knock down. But even when things seem scary and big for us, we can always have faith because God will always be with us and He always loves us. And that's what our big idea is all about. Do you remember what our big idea was? Let's check it out one more time. It says, I can have faith that God can do big things. Who can do big things when we have faith in Him? That's right, God. And God is real. And there are things we can do to show that we have faith in God. We can do things like helping others, talking to people about Jesus, even inviting a friend to church or to watch Kidzlife online, or praying for our friends and asking God to help them. So this week, kids, talk to your grown-ups about ways they have big faith in God, and they can help you practice to have big faith, even when things are hard. Well, that's all we have time for today, kids. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.